Welcome back. We're going to be looking at a very simple integration problem, just so that we can dip our toe in the pool and get used to doing some of these things and different ways of looking at it. So let's just dive right in. Count the integral from 0 to 1 of x cubed. So the first place to start is to just think in your mind, what does x to the power of 3 look like as a function? Because the integral, at least this particular way of looking at it, will be considered the area under the curve. The area is an interpretation of the integral, but for right now, let's just think of it as the area under a curve from 0 to 1, where x is going to be the bottom part. So let's draw a picture of the curve. There we go. And from 0 right there to 1, and then you go up to the curve, and so we'd have a line right up here, okay? Then it's going to be the area under that. Fortunately, I have a computer to do things like this for me. So when it's bound like this, it really is straightforward. Very simple, nothing complicated, and of course I chose a very easy function to start. So the integral's value, analyzed from 0 to 1, will have this green area under the curve. That's going to be the value of the integral. Now sometimes you can get a function where the integral will be down in the negative part, and you can still interpret it for the area, but you wouldn't use the negative number in that case. Okay, so let's take a look at this. You know how to take the antiderivative of this, and that's going to be right there. So x to the power of 4 divided by 4, and then analyze from 0 to 1. Now I do it this way with one straight line and then a 0 and 1 there. Some books will use brackets, and that's fine too. They would have something like this and like that, and then a number here and a number there, and then they'll have their little function. In our case, it would be x4 divided by 4. I prefer the way that I grew up with, and that's right here. The straight line there, and then the numbers. If your book does it different, don't worry about it. It just different ways of writing the same thing. All right, so when we analyze this, let's take the next step. You're going to see that it very, very easy. 1 to the power of 4, that's going to be 1. Then you divide it by 4. And then when we're looking at the 0 part there, that's just going to go away. So the only thing that's left in this is 1/4. So the area all here, this green goo stuff, that is 1/4. And it's AE for, or AU for the Americans, area units. Or area enheter if in Swedish. So it, again, straightforward, really nothing to this. The whole point of learning how to find the father function or the antiderivative and find the primitive function to these things was so that we could then use these techniques to find the area under a curve. And granted, this is a very simple one, but you got to dip your toe into the pool before you jump in. So here we go. Here's the part 1. Well, I hope it makes sense to you. If not, just watch it again and until it does. I chose a straightforward one for you. But we'll be back soon. See you next time.